I still have more coming. Ning, I think you're familiar with him.
Whoa, we're getting another tank.
And he's the best damn tank that I know. If any Prime comes, they'll have to deal with him first. Ning, are you ready?
Oh, I'm ready for him.
I give you Brawl of the Decepti-KHAN army.
Oh, where'd he go?
Chief? I think he's arguing with someone.
You call yourself a Brawl? Ha! How you like that? Bada bing, bada boom.
Oh great, he knows K-pop songs.
We're going to be the laughing stock, I just know it.
Well, looks can be deceiving, Chief. Let's just see what he's all about. I'm sure he's not that bad.
Look at you, now look at me. Oh, how you like that? Brawl, go back to your box. If you say so, Chief. God, who made you in charge?
Hello everyone, welcome back. It is Khan. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I am the fabulous leader of the Decepti-KHAN army. And today, I have a very special person I want you guys to meet. It's none other than Masterpiece Brawl. Oh my goodness. I can't believe we actually got him. I can't believe that we actually have him fully transformed. And I don't know why, but he seems a lot easier than the last guy that I transformed, which was on Bone Crusher. I don't know if I did the backside. Like, it looks fine, but as you can see, it's a little bit off to the side, but it's pretty close. But again, I'm very, very happy that we actually got this guy, because look at this. Look at how mean and tough he looks. And yes, I do have the original leader class of Brawl, and here he is. You guys might not know this, but he is actually my oldest toy that I still have after all these years. Like, I can't believe that he's like the last surviving member of all my action figures, you know, that I've had since I was growing up. I can't believe I still have this guy. He's not fully complete. As you can see, he's missing like the turrets, and he only has like one blade weapon left, but still, I'm very fortunate and very happy that we still have the original Brawl leader class here, because look at this. I mean, look at this. So yeah, here he is. We're gonna go ahead and check out Mr. Masterpiece Brawl here. Oh, but before I forget, I forgot to mention this in the Bone Crusher video, but the reason why I'm reviewing the Masterpiece, guys, is that it's actually been 19 years since the first Transformers movie came out. So in celebration of 19 years, we're going to be checking out the Masterpiece guys, at least most of them. I believe we're going to be only reviewing 4 of the 6 characters from the Decepti-KHAN lineup. So pretty much, Brawl is the second member that we're going to be reviewing. Without further ado, let's go ahead and see what this guy is all about. Okay guys, here is Brawl, so let's go ahead and get started with his articulation here. His head can move around, so you can move it left, right, up, and down. His mouth does actually open. You actually just move his lower jaw, and you can actually open up his mouth just like this. Like, look at those teeth. It's very terrifying. You can rotate his arms at the shoulder. His upper arm can move, and it can also rotate. He does have elbow bend. Now, one of my favorite things that I love about Masterpiece Brawl is that his fingers actually can move, and they are actually articulated, so they actually can point and bend. He has a little bit of some waist rotation, and he doesn't really bend over or bend over backwards very well. His legs can move back and forth, and yes, Brawl can actually do the splits. Oh my goodness, I can't believe he can actually do the splits, girl. He can do a T-pose, his legs can bend, his legs can rotate, his feet can rotate, and I don't know if I would qualify this as ankle tilt, but I'm just going to say that he has ankle tilt for his foot. And yeah, that kind of takes care of his articulation. I really do like his articulation so far, so let's go ahead and see if we can make Brawl into a superstar with the photo shoot. So Brawl comes with like a lot of accessories. Like, There's a lot to go over, so I'm going to do my best to try to go over each of his accessories here. So I'm going to start off with his main weapon, which is this claw. It's really big, and it's definitely really suitable for a guy like Brawl here. So you basically slot his claw on either one of his arms, so it is actually interchangeable. And again, he does look really, really awesome with this weapon. Yeah, it's really nice. You can actually equip this on both the left arm and the right arm. His next weapon that he does have is his gun. And again, very similar to like the claw, it's really big. And you can basically slot this on either the left side or on the right side of his arm. And then this also means you can slot the other weapon in the other arm, so he looks absolutely ready for battle once you have both weapons equipped. Next up, Brawl has 2 missile launchers. They basically go on the back here, so they actually fit on the back side. It's kind of weird in robot mode. It actually makes more sense to put this on when he's in vehicle mode. So you will see a little later how it's supposed to look on his vehicle mode, but this is where you actually put it on his robot mode in case you want to put his missile launchers. So Brawl has like a lot of flame effects. He has kind of a lot of them. As you can see, there's kind of a lot to go over. So I'll do my best to like explain what each of these fire effects do and where they're supposed to go. So I'm going to start off with these 4 really quick. So you should have like 2 like narrow ones. Like there's like a bigger set and then these 2 smaller ones. So these go on his gun, and basically it doesn't really kind of matter where you put it on the gun. You can actually have the 2 big ones, or you could put the 2 small ones, or for the full effect, you can actually equip all 4 of them directly on the gun just like this. And you can actually put the fire effects on his turret cannons on his back here. It kind of makes more sense when you put this on the vehicle mode, so it does look a little bit weird on his robot mode. If you do actually plan to transform him into his tank, you can actually put the fire effects inside the little turret guns here. I will show that off in the next section so you can see what it looks like. The next set of fire effects he has like this cluster basically. He has like 2 little clusters of like fire effects, and they're kind of broken into 2 pieces. So at first glance, you might not know where these go. But it's supposed to go on his chest. I've tried to kind of put it around his chest because I see this little like this little like groove here where you're supposed to put it, but every time that I try to put it on, it doesn't really stay on very well. So this is what it's supposed to kind of look like. It doesn't kind of look like a fire effect, to be very honest. It kind of looks like a giant blob, but I think this is where it's supposed to go. It's supposed to go directly on the chest here. And then the last set of fire effects he has, it's supposed to go on the rocket launcher, and it's basically like these 3 little pieces. So you have like this piece, and then you also have the 2 little tendrils that are supposed to go on top of it. And these just go on the rocket launcher. Now, there's only 1 set of these, so you can only put it on one of the rocket launchers, but it's perfectly fine, and it's interchangeable, so it doesn't really matter which rocket launcher you put it on. And basically, that's what the fire effects look like when you put it on the rocket launcher here. And pretty much, I think that covers all his fire effects. So one of the last pieces that Brawl has, he has this piece, which at first glance, you might not know what it is, but it's actually supposed to go on his left arm. So his left arm is actually removable, and this is because in the movie, Ratchet slices off his arm, and that's basically what's supposed to kind of mimic here. So you can actually detach his left arm and slot this little piece, and then now it looks like his arm was basically sliced off. So yeah, you could basically kind of have him one-armed if you really need to. Yeah, I don't know if his other arm is detachable, but I'm pretty sure that it's just the left arm that's only detachable. But yeah, you can actually make him fight with only just one arm if you really wanted to. Yeah, I kind of want to do a little bit of some weapon testing with him. So here's Brawl with the Fallen's staff. So you definitely can hold the Fallen staff with his articulated fingers. Yeah, he could definitely hold it like a spear if he really wanted to. All right, so it's time to do the transformation, but I need to show you what he looks like in his tank mode first. So this is what he's supposed to look like. And yes, he does actually start off in tank mode when you first get him. Now, for those that don't know me, I am not the best when it comes to transforming these guys. Like, I don't have that much experience compared to like, you know, the other guys that have been in this business for a while. If you have seen the Bone Crusher video, it's pretty clear that Bone Crusher is definitely beyond my skill level. So that's why I'm showing you what he looks like in his tank mode here, because I'm going to reassure you, it's not going to look anything like this. So here's what he's supposed to look like in his vehicle mode. As you can see, I attached the missile launchers, the flame effects, and his gun on top. So this is sort of what he should look like once you're done transforming him. And I do really actually like his tank mode. Like, there's so many little details on him. And also that he has a lot of different like weapons you can attach to him. He looks really, really awesome in his tank mode. So now we have to get to the actual transformation. So here are the instructions. So I did the best that I could to transform Brawl because, as I said earlier, I'm not the most skilled at transforming these guys. I'm definitely getting a little bit better, but it's going to take a little bit of time. So would you guys like to see my transformation attempt, what I have for Brawl? So here he is. Oh, it is so close, you guys. It is so close. Almost there. Like, seriously, it's almost there. I think it's like the arms. I don't know if it's in the right orientation or whatnot, but I just can't seem to get this one to tuck under here a little bit. So it's so close, you guys. It is absolutely close. At least it's a better attempt than Bone Crusher. It's a way better attempt than Bone Crusher. At least, you know, it looks like a tank. I mean, it's getting there a little bit, but yeah, it is so close. If I can just figure out how to get this arm to fit in, because I don't know if I rotated it correctly, but yeah, but it's pretty close, you guys. It's not bad of an attempt, and at least like it definitely looks a little bit more presentable than Bone Crusher. But normally I do give a difficulty if I can get it very close. As far as like the difficulty kind of goes, I definitely give them like 10 out of 10 on difficulty. Like, look at this, it's very close, but again, I got hung up on the arms. So pretty much this is the best attempt I could give it, but it's not bad though. I mean, I'd still give it a 10 out of 10 on difficulty. There is our transformation attempt on Brawl. Oh, by the way, so I want to kind of mention something about when I bought Brawl. So I think I remember I bought him back in September. And it was actually at around that time, I actually paid off all my student loans. So he was like a really nice treat, all right? He was an absolute treat to get after paying off all my student loans. I know that the whole student loan debacle is kind of like going around, but I'm so happy, if not, I'm glad that I paid off all my student loans. And this guy is our reward, so thank you, Brawl, for being the bestest ally I could ever ask for. You know what I mean? Like you're definitely one of my most prized treasures here. You know, especially considering that I still have leader class Brawl. It almost kind of feels like, you know, like this is who I was before, and this is who I am now. You know, like more accomplished, upgraded than I was before, and it's really crazy how far I really have come as a human being. You know, like. Again, like I didn't really start collecting these guys until like this past year, basically this past year and a half. So I'm very, very happy to have this guy. Very thankful that he's in our army. Oh, Masterpiece Brawl, what is there to say about you, buddy? Funny enough, he's actually a little lighter than Bone Crusher. I already noticed a weight difference on him because Bone Crusher, like, girl, he was really, really heavy. He was really, really heavy to hold with one hand. But even with this guy, he's actually not too bad holding with one hand. So yeah, he's actually a little bit lighter than Bone Crusher. All the details on him, like from the paint, the head sculpt, and just all the little details about him, like he's just like armed to the teeth with everything. Like he's everything I could have really asked for an upgrade. But there's probably a few things I can comment on though. And it's kind of a little bit kind of minor, but you know, his mouth, I kind of wish his mouth was, I know I'm zooming in on the mouth. I kind of wish his mouth would fully closed a little bit. You can still see a little gap in his mouth. Like you can still see a little bit of a gap, but I kind of wish that his mouth could slightly close a little bit better. It's kind of a minor little thing. And speaking about minor little things, I really couldn't get that flame effect to hook on his chest, you know, but I could live without that. So it's kind of a bit of a minor thing. Probably the only other thing too is that because of how, you know, bulky he is, there's sometimes like some parts, and this might just be, you know, user error when it comes to transforming these guys, but like his arm parts, like when I do twist and move his arms, they do kind of like pop off sometimes. This part in the arm kind of pops off sometimes. I don't know how else to kind of explain it, but like it is part of the transformation when you do have to take this out or when you have to plug it back in into his shoulders. But every now and then when I do try to play around with his arms, like there's this joint here that kind of pops off pretty easily. And then even same with like the legs, there's like these like tread parts for some reason. Like when I do start moving and twisting, like I don't think it's not like fastened very well or hooked in. I'm trying to think of the word to describe like what's going on down here, but it's not like it shouldn't really be like this loose hanging out if I have it like slotted really well. So You know, it's like little loose areas when it comes to like fixing his transformation and making sure that they're not gonna like stick out or something. And again, like that's part of my fault for not like tightening up some of these areas. Like, even like right here, like his shoulder's still kind of like flopping out a little bit. You know, those are just like minor little things I can kind of fix, but you know, I have to really get better at the transformation, right? I have to really get better at the transformation. But overall, I mean, he is an absolute beast to have on this team. Like, I absolutely love him. Do I recommend Masterpiece Brawl? And the obvious answer is yes, I do recommend him. I pretty much would recommend him. He is an absolute blast to play around with the weapon effects he has. His articulation is just off the charts, especially with the articulated fingers. As you guys know, I'm a sucker for these articulated fingers. And also that he's bulky as hell. Again, like I have such a soft spot for this guy. Like I absolutely love him so much. I'm so glad that he is our reward for paying off for student loans. So yeah, he was an absolute delight. I think he is probably one of my favorite Masterpiece guys, along with Blackout so far. So anyway, guys, that wraps up my review on Masterpiece Brawl. So I'm gonna go ahead and have him wave goodbye here, or at least I'll just roll over the clip of him waving goodbye. If you guys like this review, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new to my channel. And I shall see you guys on the next review, alright? So have a good night, you guys.